Finally, his gaze shifted towards the four whose mouths were agape. Oh, God. I'm back. Hey, buds. It's Cheshire Wolf, and today we're playing more RB Axolotl. Now, I have to apologize. Last time the audio was super wonky. I'm working on it. I've adjusted it further in this video, so hopefully it'll be more easy to hear my voice as opposed to the game. I actually caught her pacing back and forth. Hey, morning, Axie. Her attention was focused on the rock. Did you rest well last night? Of course! Lately I haven't had much time to practice my world-famous somersaults, so I got a few of those babies in before heading over. So what's up? Don't leave me all in suspense about Liam over there. There's not much to say. I gave him the promotional candy last night after you left, just like Neo instructed, and watched him closely. His immediate reaction was intense panic, but after 30 minutes or so he settled down, and within an hour he was fast asleep. I'm sure a little sleep will do him good. Let's celebrate. Do you want to come practice square dancing with me? Axie, please, you goofball. Maybe I'm just a worrywart. It's obviously not the first time he's tried to rest, but before this it never felt like he was really sleeping. Sure, he'd close his eyes occasionally, but within minutes he'd always start twitching, waking up and gasping for air. And usually any noise causes him to panic, even if he is laying down or has his eyes closed. But today there was a small accident. I knocked something over while working on a spare mask for him, and well, no response at all. Whatever is going on, he's out cold. You don't think... No, he's still breathing. I'm just worrying stupidly. Like, what if he's in a coma or something? You didn't happen to stop by the lab on the way here, did you? Nah. Our egghead, you know. He's been acting real off since the void started acting up. But maybe I'll stop by later. I mean, even though dealing with him can be a pain, when it comes down to it, he's still the best bud an axolotl can have. Except for you, of course. If he's not being selfish today, maybe he'll stop by. Though I wouldn't count on that at all. So, what else have you been up to this morning, Lana? You mentioned working on a second pair of blindfolds? Yeah, I did that for a while. Until my supply of plants to work with ran out. Since then, I've been a little fidgety. I hope this doesn't come across as me being selfish, Axie. But do you ever feel like the tank is sort of, well, boring sometimes? Not with you here, Lana. In fact, I couldn't imagine a more fun place to be anywhere, in any sort of reality. Looking on the bright side of things is nice. I should do it more often. Axie gave a silly nod. It's like, you know. You could tell that something was up with Lana, though. It's probably all the stress of the past few days catching up with her. Why don't we do something fun? You know, I'm down for whatever, whenever. I'm still concerned about Liam. I don't have time to worry about fun. Alright, well, what if Liam were doing better? What would you be doing right now? In a way, she's also obsessed with Liam, right? With taking care of him. I guess. You know that project you saw me start in my corner the other day? Yeah? What do you call it? The beautification or something like that? Heh. Something like that. There's so much that we could do with the aesthetics of this place, you know? Some of the plants that grow on this side, they're so beautiful and versatile, and they come in every color imaginable. So if you could, you'd be doing some decorating right now? Perhaps, if I had the opportunity, but I don't. I have to stay by Liam's side until he's well. Yeah? But what if someone else were by his side while you took a break? And it just so happens I know the most perfect, the most awesome axolotl of all time who is willing to stand guard. Like a real soldier. Ah, you do, Axie? Why don't you introduce me to him? Kidding, I'm kidding. Sorry about that. Axie, it's a really sweet offer, but I can't. Not right now. Not at least until Liam wakes up. What's 10 minutes of your time? 10 minutes. Yeah, Lana, just 10 minutes. What would you do if you had 10 whole minutes? I'd probably go down near my corner and pick up some of the unique plants that don't grow on this end. I ran out of all my crocheting ammo a bit earlier. Maybe, come to think of it, not having something to do is making me a little antsier than normal. That could very well be. Seriously, Lana, I want you to feel better. Go and stretch your legs. Clear your pretty head. Nothing's gonna happen in 10 minutes. Liam is safe under my watch, promise. Fine. If it's just 10 minutes, then I guess that'll be fine. Thanks for being such a sweetie, Axie. Remember to give a holler if... There's no need to give you a holler, because Liam is gonna be just fine while you're gone. Alright then. I'll be right back. I know that something is gonna go horribly wrong while she's gone, or he's gonna run off or something. When he peeked into the corner, Liam was silent and stoic as expected. The mask that he had on surely must have helped with that. Lana was right. Completely out cold, huh? Actually couldn't help but say these words out loud in order to confirm them. The odd thing, though, was that he wasn't expecting a response. Ah. Axie had woken up Liam by accident. I didn't mean to disturb you. Oh. Oh. That's alright, Axie. I've been dozing for a while, actually. So how you feeling? Oh, right. I should go and get Lana. That's okay, Axie. I'm sure she'll be back soon. No need to rush her. Oh, okay then. And to answer your question, I guess I'm feeling alright. Actually, I knew it from the moment I gained consciousness. I'm a lot better than alright. I bet I can even swim a little. I was not expecting this. Was he just really hungry? Because being really hungry can mess you up. Liam attempted to move towards Axie, but lost his balance halfway there. I guess I might have been too ambitious there. Well, like the famous Osgood Fielding III once said, nobody's perfect. You're sure you're feeling okay? Definitely. Well, a lot better than before. And who knows how I'll feel when I wake up a little more. It looks like Neo really knew his stuff after all. I thought I was a goner. Wow, I'm really happy for ya. I told you to tell me if you woke up. And how did you get over there, Liam? Did you fall? And your face. It's a smile. I got some legitimate rest. It's really and truly a world of difference. All of a sudden, life is not torture anymore. Liam, that's wonderful. Lana looked so happy at the sudden realization that tears began to well up in her eyes. Yep, not perfect, but I can think again. Oop. My stomach, it's... Oop. My throat, well... Oop. And... Damn. My beating heart. Oop. And, well... I guess nothing's perfect, right? That's a-okay, though. Compared to before, this is such a drastic change. This is only after the first dose of the medicine. Gee, I can't wait to see how I feel after it builds up in my system. Me neither! Oh my goodness, this is so exciting. Liam, you don't know how worried I was. Oh god. Haha, yeah. Sorry about that. No, really, I wasn't doing so well. And I owe this improvement all to you, Lana. Well, and Neo, right? Mostly to Neo. Like, yeah, Lana looked after him, but it wasn't all me. Axie helped a lot these last couple of days. And without Neo, there's no way we would have fed those promotional candies to you. That's right. Thank you, Axie, for being by my side. And the next time I see Neo, he's gonna get a big thanks as well. Not unless I hug the old egghead first. What do you say, Axie? Lana? Why don't we go there together right now? No, that wouldn't be good. You just woke up. You were in such a bad state that even having a conversation like this feels like this is a big victory. That's right, buddy. Let's just take it easy peasy lemon squeezy for now. Alright, you guys, we can just chill here for now. Why don't we start by getting you comfy? Sounds good. No, that's okay. I don't need any help. I can do at least this much. However, when he tried swimming in the very short distance back, there was notable strain and pain in his expression. Dang it. It's like if I start to swim, it all comes back to me. There's nothing wrong with being physically unable to move much. I'm just so happy you're feeling better. Lana, please listen to me. I'm so sorry about everything I've put you through these past few days. Don't be sorry, dummy. Lana did it because she wanted you to feel good. What Axie said. All right. Inside, he felt so embarrassed at his behavior, but it would do no good to anyone if he simply dwelled on it. You know, one of the biggest differences is I can't feel the eye so much right now. The eye, huh? So it's not looking at you anymore? I'm sure it's gotta be. The eye never stops, and that fact alone makes me uneasy. But can you honestly feel the eye in this state? No, I guess not. Or if I do, it's only very faintly. So maybe the eye is real. It has to be real. But I guess it's good to look at it through the point of view that it might not be real as well. Be completely honest with me, Liam. How do you feel right now? You're obviously hiding stuff. Look, I just want to say it again before everything turns to hell again. I know that I'm crazy and I'm sorry. This is so embarrassing. It's okay, Liam. Let's just calm down. Find our center. Why do I feel like this again so quickly? Damn. Lana felt sadness wash over her. The good mood and atmosphere was short-lived. Liam was regressing. Maybe the medicine will help for longer next time. In any case, this is a victory. It has to be. And why didn't it feel like one to her? Let's try giving you another dose and see how you feel. I mean, a lot of chronic illnesses, you can't just cure them. Even if they feel better for a while, they're not cured. Days later. Oh man, that's a time skip. Okay. Egghead, howdy. Hope you've been having a good morning, you grumpy old egghead. Thought I'd stop by to see how you've been doing lately. It's been way too long since we've hung out, We've been waiting for you at Liam's pad, but you've been cooped up with work, huh? Actually, Egghead, are you feeling okay? You look a little strange. Well, I'll admit, Axie, I've been frustrated lately. But with you here, that frustration has turned to happiness. That expression, you don't look very happy. Then Axie noticed something. Instead of terrifying, like he'd just thought, the egghead looked tired, run down. I'm glad you showed up today. I was just about getting to the point where I was going to look for you. Please, Axie, follow me outside. I've got something very important I'd like to talk to you about. It's about the void, isn't it? Yes, of course it is. The void today looked entirely normal, yet Axie couldn't help but feel uneasy by the way Neo was acting. I know this is sudden and all, but Axie, your help here today would be a huge boon to my research. Oh, in that case, I'd love to help out. Just what can I do for you? It's rather a request that takes a lot of courage. He's going to ask him to go into the void, isn't he? Courage? I don't have wisdom or power, but I do pride myself in having a lot of courage. I'm just going to say it. Could you please go over there and touch the void? Neo. Axie could hardly believe the words he'd heard from the egghead's own mouth. Neo knew firsthand how dangerous the void was. And Axie had personal experience with it as well. You touching the void is the last option I have, the only lead I have on this puzzle. It doesn't matter which part of you does it. You can just poke it with your hands. If you want, you can use the tip of your tail even. Any part of you will do. Neo, buddy, have you gone completely mad? No, I'm beginning to think it's this world that's mad. That piece of flesh I took from you a few days ago, it turned out to be the key to solving this mystery, just like you said. Look, my brother, you are undeniably the best friend an Axie could ever have. But this is one time I've got to decline your request. At least let me explain my reason for asking you this. I'll explain away, but it's not going to change anything. I ain't touching no void, that's for sure. Early this morning, in a heap of desperation, I decided to throw your piece of skin into the void as I'd done with all my other samples. I'm referring to this piece of flesh. You pulled out a tiny piece of Axie's flesh. Oh hey, that's a little slice of cuteness. I'd recognize a piece of this awesomeness everywhere. Of course, I'd thrown in pieces of my own flesh, Lana's flesh, Liam's flesh. Nothing had any reaction before this. But look, Axie, it's in my hand, after I threw it into the void, and this is the full sample that you gave me. What are you trying to say? Alright, so get this. The void doesn't seem to accept your skin. I have no idea why this would be the case. Neo went to the void. That's really funny. Attached Axie's skin to a bit of fishing wire. He then dangled the piece of skin down into the void, taking extra care not to get the string caught in either the void or the nearby lightning. I've been doing this for a while now, but no matter what I do, your skin just floats in and out of the void, not destroying itself or getting damaged in all the process, almost like it's immune to it. Of course, anything else Neo took a scrap of paper out of his pockets and casually tossed it in. Gets decimated instantly. And this is including my own skin, mind you. And Liam's, and Enk's, and even Lana's. I have touched the void directly twice now. And while it was scary, I'm just fine. I know this whole thing seems crazy, but like I said, this is the first breakthrough I've had in days. It has to be a big clue to solving the mystery. His death, right? Maybe? Please, if you'll do this one thing for me, I'll play any game in the world with you for an entire day, no questions asked. I realize it's a lot to ask, and I'm a jerk for pushing this on you, but please. If not, I honestly understand. In that case, will you let me take another skin sample from you at the very least? I actually knew the inevitable conclusion. He knew that if he gave Neo another sample, then Neo would just keep asking him for more until eventually he would be in the same situation. It would be better to get this over with now, rather than sometime down the road when things could be even more complicated. Alright, let's go, Neo. I'll touch your dumb old void. You dumb old egghead. Really? Thank you so much, Axie. You don't have to do it too much. Just the smallest touch. Maybe just prick it with the tip of your finger. Alright, here we go. I feel like it's not going to hurt at all. As Axie approached the void, he started to feel an existential terror well up inside himself. This void was where the void is my enemy. Before him stood a terrifying force and a terrible reminder of what he had done. I'm starting to get cold feet. If something happens to me, then I won't even get the chance to say goodbye to Lana. But I just gotta remember, I'm Axie, the invincible Axolotl Knight. That's right, Axie. Just remember how incredible our regeneration abilities are as axolotls. Axie knew full well it didn't matter how incredible their regeneration powers were against the full weight of the void. The fact of the matter was, the only way Axie could conceive himself dying was by stepping into the void. He'd use the same void as a last resort against Enk. Maybe if I do get swallowed up, I'll have deserved it after all. I mean, I did something so horrible to someone else, and then lied to myself about it. This is just retribution, ain't it? Axie, I can't hear you anymore. You're too far away. Just take it slowly. Imagine that you're touching a hot meal to test its temperature. One small touch, and then you'll back away. Axie moved the tip of his tail towards the cascading darkness. Here goes nothing. Axie couldn't feel anything yet. Still nothing. Everything was still the same. He had to get even closer. Nothing. No pain or any sensation, really. Just a faint gurgling sound. Still nothing. The same. Where was this thing? Could he be misjudging his distance? I feel like he's in it now. As soon as he felt a burn, he would back away. But the burn never came. Yeah, he's went into the void. Just the tip of my tail, right? Right? Did I accidentally move too far in? What happened to me? Where'd the world go? Oh god. Axie, can you hear me? Neo's distorted voice could be heard from far away. Neo, where are you? Neo? Neo? Oh, there he is. He was right. For some reason, the void doesn't burn me. But it feels like it's trying. Something strange was happening. His memory and head, they were now extremely fuzzy. He's getting pixelated. In an instant, nothing around him felt real. What am I doing here? Who am I? He felt sick, utterly uneasy, distorted, lightheaded. Axie was starting to lose touch with himself. In that moment, he felt as if something was trying to invade his mind. Before he could even attempt to entertain that absurd thought, he heard a strange, sinister voice calling out nearly unintelligible words from a distance. What is that? Come to us and come... Too many things were happening at once. I've got to get a hold of myself. But what do I have to get a hold of? Who am I, and why am I here? His body was fighting to stay afloat against a great pressure. If not for his body fighting, he knew. He knew that he would have already succumbed to the madness that was threatening to invade every crevice of his body. His body was fighting, rejecting the vast space inside the void with every ounce of strength it had. Life was happy a second ago, wasn't it? Or is the tank just a dream? No, the tank is real. Getting out of here is the most important thing in the world right now. But who am I? Axie 2! You're Axie the Axolotl, silly. That's right. Axie the Axolotl. And you like somersaults, peanut butter, and your beautiful friends. That's right. I love those things. Now get out of here before you forget who we are. The old days. You don't want to go back to them, do you? Wait, don't go. This is so weird. Which way is out? This place is too big. Axie was truly lost. He was now completely at the mercy of the void. No matter which direction he went in, everything around him was nothingness. Cool as a cucumber. Just be cool as a cucumber. The mantra that would normally calm his nerves yielded no results. But then Axie heard something which temporarily stopped his panic. There you are, Axie. Follow my voice. Oh, Neo. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. The longer he stayed here, the harder it felt to swim. Neo had arrived at exactly the right time. Neo, please say something. Tell me where you are. I'm right here, Axie. What the hell is that? Right here. It's Aang. Oh. No. Won't you help me, Axie? I'm a little stuck. I told you, don't remember? Don't you remember? I told you I'd haunt your fucking nightmares. You degenerate piece of dog shit. He's gone. This has to be an illusion. Just get me the hell out of here. Axie swam erratically in every direction, looking for a way out. He ran far, far away from the figure he had just seen. He didn't know how long he swam for. It felt like ages, but it might have only been a few minutes. Eventually, he ran into another presence, different from the one he had just seen. The Eye. We need you. We need you to let us in. It's just another illusion. Just another illusion. He swam for what felt like forever, and then... Hey, how do I get out? Oh, wow. The lore. The absolute lore of it. Axie, there you are. I couldn't find you for a few minutes. I was scared that you might have fallen in, or worse. I did fall in. You did? Neo had a horrified expression on. And I'm never helping you with an experiment like this. Ever again. Ever. Axie had to double check that he was back in the tank all along, and that this conversation was not some sort of illusion like the ones he had just experienced. I'm not going in there ever again. Look, Axie, I'm fine, but you're never making me do that again. Alright. Never. Never, ever. You did disappear, didn't you? So the whole void doesn't really affect you? Look, I'm sorry, but do you mind if I ask? What I saw was terrifying. The void can strip away everything that gives us personality, and it can show us the awful things of nightmares. Look, I'm going back to my corner. Leave me be for now. Alright, Axie, I'll pay you a visit a little later, okay? Much later. Wow, that's the meanest Axie's been. Axie swore to himself that he would never enter the void again. And for the next week, he was plagued with terrible nightmares. Okay, buddy. Hi, folks. Hiya. Welcome, paisanos. Paisan? I don't know what that means. To another fantastic episode of the Super Axie Bros Super Show. And what would the Super Axie Bros Super Show be without his super host? That's right, folks. You guessed it. Am I interrupting something? Oh, Lana. Not at all. You sure? What was that thing you were just doing? You talking with yourself? Oh, that? It's no big deal. I'm just getting ready for the magnificent day ahead. Huh? Yes, sir. It's what you'd call my morning routine. I always start my day off with this mental exercise. Pretend you are the host of a wildly popular morning talk show. That's cute. It's cute. Like, sup, it's the Axolotl hour, and I'm your host, Axie. This is my crib. It's never failed to get me amped up for the excellent day ahead. You should give it a try. I'll pass. I must be going nuts. I thought for a second there you were going to say that you were talking to the Eye. Eye? No, ain't nobody like that in my corner. So, how have you been lately? You better not be balling up into your stress again, you hear? Oh. Well, I'm doing as much as I can. I'm sure Liam's not doing well. Taking care of Liam is a full-time job. But actually, I came here to ask about you, Axie. You haven't stopped by in a week. We've both been worried. Ah, well, cast those worries into the sea. You know me, I'm just as fine and dandy as ever. I've been talking. for like 3 hours and my voice is shot. Like I said, we've been worried about you. And as selfish as it sounds, I wanted to clear my head for a few minutes. Liam said it would be okay. And mentioning him, I'm not sure if he's doing better or worse on the medicine. But if I had to guess, I'd say he's doing worse overall. When the candy stops working, it's awful. At first there was that energy burst, but now it seems like the meds barely work. They give him energy for an hour or two, 3 if he's lucky. And yesterday I was afraid they might have been having a seizure in his sleep. But as you know, there's no way I can confirm that. It sounds really rough. I'm gonna tell you what I told you the last time we talked about Liam. Let me help. The best way you could help would be to spend more time with him. You know, I've been meaning to do just that. We don't know how sick he really is. I've been saying all along that the more friends he has, the better he'll feel. Being friends with Liam would be a dream come true for me too. I'm glad you feel that way. I'll warn you though, if you do visit, afternoons aren't the greatest. I think that's when the candy starts to lose its effects and his symptoms worsen. So it's really best if you head over in the mornings. Hey, what do you know? It's a morning right now. Well, if you're up to it, then go ahead. Would you like me to come along with you? Let me handle this one, Lana. Okay, but after visiting Neo, I'll be right over. If things get bad at any point, please don't hesitate to go and get me. Of course. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Oh yeah, he's not doing good. Oh, Axie. Good. So the eye hasn't gotten to you yet after all. Nope. As far as I'm aware, not yet. Nope. That's good. So, how you been passing the time, bud? What you see is what you get. Sorry for the bummer attitude. How about you? I feel bad for him, right? But also, we know that he was awful to Ink. And I don't know how much how much of that is real, how much of the current Liam remembers. Is he secretly evil? I don't know. I don't trust him, you know? Somersaults. Lots and lots of somersaults. Do you want to see one? I actually knew a somersault would put him in an excellent mood. Press S to cheer Liam up. Wow, there he goes. Ta-da! No response. Axie had to try a different tactic. So, Liam. Axie searched desperately for a conversation topic. Me, though. He blurted out a random question, the first thing that came to mind. What are your dreams? Oh, bad question. You know, when you get permanently better. Oh, like what? Like, not like the actual dreams. Like, you know. Yeah, you get it. I mean, what do you want to do with your life? I'm probably not going to get better, so what's the point in telling you my so-called dreams? Oh, of course you will. If the candy doesn't make you better, then we'll just have to find something else that does. You're not in my body. You don't know how this feels. Even if it doesn't work out, a little hope never hurt anyone, right? Yeah. I guess you got a point. I'm sorry, you're right. I should be more hopeful. I mean, it's hard. I mean, just a few days ago, I thought the medicine was actually helping. I was over the moon. So dreams, huh? Yep, or maybe a hobby. Like, you know how the egghead is all into the void, Landa's into her plants, and I've got my somersaults. If you had the opportunity to do whatever you wanted, whenever you wanted, what would you be doing right now? I guess it'd be nice to forget about all this. All the pain, all the trauma, all the embarrassment, and just go somewhere else. Somewhere I've never been before. Somewhere, maybe even far away. You've never been to my corner, have ya? Well, no. The tank, it's fine, I guess. What about places outside the tank? Outside? That's right. I mean, Neo was talking about them the other day, and they sound amazing. Actually, I've been daydreaming of a few of those places myself. Places so magical they must be fictional. You're starting to sound like the egghead. Sometimes when I close my eyes, it's like I can practically see these places. Sometimes I'll think of bad things, but other times my dreams are a little bit more optimistic. I've seen boundless green plains. I've dreamt of bustling cities with massively tall skyscrapers, places full of people, possibilities, and life. skyscrapers, like, you know, human cities, because they're humans. If I had the ability to go to some of those places, it's like I could just start life over. Have a second chance. A second chance to live healthy. Start life over, huh? Well, what sort of place specifically would you like to start life over in? Sorry, Axie. I feel another attack coming on. Could we talk about it tomorrow? Huh, tomorrow? You mean you're not feeling good? Axie felt like they just started their conversation. Well, just try to relax for the moment. How about this, bud? When I come over tomorrow, you tell me the most awesome, most grandiose place you want to see. Doesn't matter if it's real or imaginary. I just want to hear about some fun from you. Axie is really sweet. He is actually genuinely really sweet. Okay, guys, I'm back. Hey, Liam, how's the homework? This is the next day. You know, today you're going to tell me about your dream place? Oh, right, I remember, sorta. Well then, I guess something that comes to mind is a museum full of giant robots. Giant robots? Whoa, that's way cooler than anything lame I thought you were gonna say. No offense, but... So are these museum robots in an eternal struggle for all mankind? Could I pilot one and save the galaxy? Well, from what I imagine, they're in a museum, so they probably don't move. I don't think you can go inside of them either. But looking at them would be a pretty neat experience. They worked once, right? I guess anything is possible. But if they don't move, that's super lame. Axie, you're not helping! I want to pilot a giant ship. I've even got a name. You do, Axie? Mechazorgun Blast Evangelion. And its superpowers repelling... Dude. Its special powers repelling the opposite sex. This game catches me off guard. Anyway, about your fantasy. What's so special about this museum that you'd rank it above anything else? Well, that's just one idea. Truthfully, I picked something I thought you'd like. But I bet there's a nearby park next to the museum, and I bet that's just as fun, if not more so. Like I said, I just want to forget this, move on. And one way to do so would be to immerse yourself in a different culture. It wouldn't have to be a specific one, just somewhere new, somewhere to forget and move on. Why does it have to be a different culture? Why not just a different place? Well, sure, it's a little cliche, I think, but I've always wanted to go to an island vacation. Ooh, an island getaway. Let's brainstorm this idea together. What if this island was owned by an eccentric rich family? Sure. And they built a giant mansion on it. And maybe this mansion has a giant, beautiful rose garden, too. Perhaps I'm romanticizing things a bit too much. And this island is infested by witches. Witches haunting the mansion and all who inhabit it. Witches? But witches don't exist. I'll prove you they do. What do you want to talk about today, bud? We barely scratched the surface of all the places I want to see. I mean, we started talking. Then we got invested in this weird convoluted conversation about whether witches exist or not, and we lost track of time. Do you mind if I tell you a better place today? The Robot Museum was mainly just to appease you, and it was the first idea of many. Honestly, it's not even close to the best idea I've fantasized about lately. Ooh, of course. Tell me some cooler fantasies. I'd really love to just have a day all to myself near the coast. I could walk on the beach to my heart's content. Maybe explore a cave with a tour group if I wanted to be around other people. And just be free. Then after a good couple hours, I'd get tired, so I'd sit down with this novel on a little beach chair with the waves crashing by, and just read. Being surrounded by tranquility, reading a book in the sun. You can laugh, but that's more or less all I want. That sounds really nice. That sounds really nice. Liam knows what he's about. Wow, that sounds so boring. I can respect it, though. It'd be better if we could eat some delicious food. Well, yeah, sure. I'm sure I'd eat at some point. But I guess it's okay. I formally propose you include peanut butter and jelly in your cave beach reading book adventures. I think I could really do it if given the chance. Live life as a healthy person. Get over all this embarrassment and baggage and move on. I've got a solution for that, my man. Just run around. No thanks, Axie. I think I'll find... They are naked. They're all naked right now. The ocean is so mysterious. We could ride in a boat and then go snorkeling. Just imagine being immersed, surrounded by water. They're in a tank. Sea creatures swimming in front of your face. It'd be the closest we got to visiting an alien world. Gee, you sure come up with some crazy stuff. I mean, being under the water. Wow. But instead, maybe the boat is a cruise ship, and the boat isn't scary, it's amazing. Relaxing activities at every turn, parties, magicians, gambling, and even laser tag. Being stuck in a ship playing laser tag, huh? You come up with some weird fantasies, but I guess there might be a sort of novelty in doing something like that. And gourmet peanut butter and jelly sandwiches by some of the best chefs on the 7 seas. There'd be other passengers in the ship too, men and women from different walks of life. People are kind of interesting. As long as they have good intentions, I'd love to meet new people. There's nothing wrong with enriching your life with new experiences, just don't forget the friends you already have. Like Lana. Anyway, how do you feel after you've eaten, Liam? Great! Lately I've been getting sicker and sicker eating the candy, but in this scenario I don't feel pain after I've eaten. I feel like food is wonderful, and I've never been able to truly enjoy it due to my stupid stomach. So does that mean we get dessert? And lots of it. Oh man. As someone who is chronically ill myself, some of this hits home a little bit, you know? Can you imagine, Axie? A whole city of bright lights, casinos, and activities going on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It sounds like breeding grounds for ne'er-do-wells. I'm in. Cool parties, awesome atmosphere. How could I resist? Partying might be nice sometimes. It would just be nice to not be lonely in the middle of the night, when most of the world is asleep. Me, I'd like to just go on a nice walk. Well, while we're in this crazy city, then I want to go buy one of those watch-o-matic watches. I want one so badly. But watch-o-matic watches are so annoying. They're just an internet meme that's gone out of control. But yeah, I bet you could probably buy one from one of the vendors in the street if you'd like. Oh boy, together our scenarios are becoming less lame by the day. Just imagine all the cheese at the cheese festival. And how cool it would be to camp outside with the stars. Or see the pyramids. And theme parks all over the world. With Axie hats, Axie backpacks, Axie keychains, Axie coloring books, and most importantly, Axie-themed watch-o-matic watches. It looks like I'm too sick to continue today, Axie. I guess I'll just have to see you tomorrow. I'm kidding. Don't joke like that. And stop mentioning those accursed watch-o-matic things. It's cute, their friendship is really cute, but I still don't trust Liam. Eventually, a nice home to settle down in. I bet out of everything I've named, that would be the best thing of all. A nice home of my own, where I'm not sick, where I can be with my family. A place of true relaxation, a place of... But wait, before that, there are even more places I want to see outside. Axie, Liam's really got a sheen to his shine recently. He's definitely still sick, I can tell by how he thrashes in his sleep. But his attitude, his optimism, it's better than it was. Even if he's not getting better, it's looking like he's enjoying life a little. The kid's got some interesting ideas, you know. I do what I can, and he certainly likes me. But those chats where you guys talk about far-off lands, about the ideal way you spend your lives, I think they're really giving him hope, and improving his quality of life little by little. I know how much he appreciates holding my hand after you leave, but I can't shake the feeling that he's literally living for the chats that you guys have. I bet I like him as much as he does. By the way, have you seen Neo lately? Well, actually, Lana, we had an argument about a month ago. Don't worry, we made up a couple days later. Ever since then, things have been a bit awkward. I haven't seen him much since, but there's no bad blood between us or nothing. Why do you ask? Well, I went to visit him the other day. He looked tired, worn out. I think the void is really stressing him out by not letting out any items. I do hope Mr. Egghead feels better soon. Heck, maybe he should join our chats. It might do him a world of good. Hiking, skydiving, video game conventions, the trifecta of awesomeness. All over Europe, Asia, Canada, Australia, South America, and the United States. I want to visit them all. So they're aware of the continents. We spend all day in bed, binge-watching a show about garbage collectors in space. Wouldn't that be great? And then, I hope I could find someone to marry, and maybe even have someone to have kids with. Liam, I doubt you could raise one Axie, much less 5. I am pure, unrefined excitement. Peak performance. This is what peak performance looks like. You can't improve upon my perfection. My kids wouldn't be anything like you, Axie. I guess I don't know that, though. Technically, they could be like you. Oh, gosh. And guess what she'd say next? And that's the way the news goes. Super funny, right? I guess. And then... Out of the blue, Neo burst into the space where they were having their daily chat. Oh, this is not going to go well. Neo looks a little nervous here. His chest was heaving up and down. He had a cold, deafeningly serious expression. Axie, where's Lana? Both of you need to come with me. And quickly, too. Oh, hey. I'm right over here. What do you need? It's the void. It finally started working again, but whatever it's released it's stuck. It'll be quicker to explain when we're there. We need to get a move on right now. Will you be okay alone, Liam? Yeah, will you, bud? No. If we're gonna see something interesting, then I'm coming too. You can't. Not yet. In your sleep, you're still having episodes. I'm with Lana, dude. Just rest. We'll be back in a jiff. I mean it. I'm fine. This is an emergency. Either come or don't come. But make up your minds now. I'm serious. Now. To their surprise, Liam was able to swim out of his hole and even keep up with everyone. Lan and Axie both kept an eye on him as they hurried over to the void. Oh man. You weren't kidding, Egghead. Something weird is going on with the void. What is happening? It's very dark. The void was bloated, and on the left side of it was a strange, distorted-looking object poking through. I assume this is what you were talking about. What is it exactly? I don't know. God, I feel so stupid. I took my eyes off the void for only a couple of hours. Don't beat yourself up, Neo. You can't be watching the void all the time. It just isn't healthy. Look, maybe if we get this thing unstuck, then the void might go back to normal. Maybe. Is it Enk? That's what I'm wondering. Axie. Hey, just between you and me, if something bad happens, I want you to take Liam and run far away. Well, of course. Axie had a bad feeling. They all did. I don't know what this is, but we need to pull it out now, just in case the void decides to what did it say? The void decides to suck it up again. None of them wanted to admit their guesses of what this was aloud. They all had a similar idea, though. You guys sure you don't need any help? It's fine. Don't push yourself. The three of us together should be strong enough to handle this. All right, you guys, put your hands right here. We'll pull together on the count of 3, okay? This thing, the texture of it feels so rough, doesn't it? I don't know if I've ever felt something so strange in my whole entire life. I had a similar reaction. Isn't this exciting? An item this unique almost makes up for the last month of no-shows. Aha! I seriously can't wait any longer. Are you guys ready? They nodded. Apprehensively. All right. 1, 2, 3. Pull. Pull. They were pulling, but... Hey, you guys feel that, don't you? Whatever this thing is... It's... pulsating. Pulsating. Axie let go and jumped back the moment he heard that. The pulsing meant that this thing was... It must somehow be alive. And if it was alive, it could only be... I know it's you! I saw you swimming in the void that day. Enk! I want you to know that I'm sorry about before, but I'd do it all over again 10 times over. It means protecting the one I care about. It was now apparent to him that this was a tale. Thrashing about wildly. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, buddy. Whoa, buddy. Whoa, buddy. Whoa, buddy. I did not mean to click the skip button. No. No! No! So what we're gonna do is we're gonna load, and I'm gonna skip. It won't take any time at all. Here we go. Okay, we're back. Didn't take long at all. It was a tail. Attempting to create an exit. Lana and Neo both held onto the object tightly. Axie, I can barely hear you. It feels like we need to get this thing out quickly, or the shockwave it creates via the void might become too dangerous. And then, with a final impact, the lightning flashed, the void groaning. Oh, what am I looking at here? It came crashing out. He came crashing out. No. Just like I thought. Ah, he's huge. What could have happened to him? Oh, he's big. Is this what the void does to someone? Is this somehow part of RB's plan? Wait, Nico. Don't move. Don't get any closer. The figure was looking at himself, admiring his new body. Finally, his gaze shifted towards the four whose mouths were agape. Oh, God. I'm back. And bigger and better than ever. I know that you must have missed the shit out of me while I was gone, but have no fear. Enk is finally here. Enk? Is that really you? I've got so many questions. First, what did you see inside the void? It wasn't painful in there, was it? Tell me everything you saw. Please don't leave out a single detail. Look, as far as you lot need to be concerned, all that happened to me was that I reaffirmed my true purpose. His eyes set firmly on Liam. Oh god, because like, I don't trust Liam, but also Liam, like his whole hope for the future, it makes me really feel for him. I don't know. I'm so emotionally conflicted about this. I'm a polite boy. You didn't think I'd leave home without taking out the garbage, did you? Axie. I'm on it. Liam, you come with me. I'll be back once I make sure he's safe. Axie snatched Liam. The two of them swam away as fast as they possibly could. Enk did not give chase. Rather, he just stood there, massive and wide-eyed. Wait, Neo noticed something odd. Enk was trying to chase after them, but he was moving so slowly. Slow to the point where it barely looked like he was moving at all. Enk, I never got a chance to really talk with you before. Now I've got that chance, so let's do that. Talk like civilized beings. There's no need to jump into doing something so irrational. Irrational? Does this look like the face of someone who's irrational? After spending time in the void, I feel clearer and more rational than I ever have before. It'll just take a moment to get used to this new body, this wonderful vessel. You know, I really do feel fantastic. It's just a good feeling, a great feeling, an absolutely wonderful fucking feeling, knowing your dreams of crushing the one person you hate more than anything is about to come true. Please, Enk, let's just slow down for 1 second. Is there any reason you can't just live with us peacefully from now on? Let bygones be bygones? You've been back for 2 seconds and the first thing you want to do here is kill someone? I want you to calm down and try to listen to yourself from an outsider's perspective. Listening to myself is exactly what I do best, and due to this new and improved body, I don't need to listen to any of you ever again. Got a second chance at life. Do you know how rare that is, and this is what you'll do with it? You stupid bitch. Do you think your moral code means anything to me? Anything at all? Oh, I'm so sorry, my moral code is unreasonable. Letting you kill whoever you want seems like an absolutely wonderful idea. I wanted to expect better, but you really are just a delusional psychopath. Go off, Lana. What? While I was gone, did you somehow become even stupider than before? That much should have been obvious from the get-go. Well then, we're just going to have to get something through that thick skull. Are you listening with those big ears, Grandma? Loud and clear? None of us are going to allow you to take away Liam. We'll do anything and everything in our power to stop you. Isn't that right, Nico? I might regret this later. It goes against all that I've strived to complete. But you're right, Lana. Yeah, Neo! Even if you won't talk, Enk, then I'll just have to make you tell me what you saw. And nobody needs to get hurt in order for that to happen. Nobody is going to get hurt again. That's a promise I made to myself after what happened between you and Axie last time. This new body is not just for looks, you know. By bestowing upon me this power, RB has made me completely and utterly invincible to anything you moronic fools could do to stop me. Wait, so RB is behind this? Yeah. Axie, we're back. You can let me go of me now. Enk isn't getting his hands on you, not if I have anything to say about it. And despite the scolding I got last time, I'll do what I did again, if it really comes down to it. Lana's in trouble, and I need to go. Axie, wait just 1 second. Enk doesn't care about Lana. He cares about me. That's true. He might take her hostage like last time, but he won't do anything to hurt her if it won't help him get closer to me. You need to hear me out. We've talked about a lot of things lately, and I've shared with you a lot of my dreams, and my pain, and my pretty embarrassing delusions. But, did you notice? I never talked about Enk. The pain and panic I experience every day on a moment-to-moment basis. It's so much scarier than Enk or anything he could possibly do to me. That's true. The pain can get so bad, so caring about him, well, that's just a waste of time. He's not worth the thought. I'm scared of what's happening in my own body. I'm scared of the eye taking you all away. Enk is small fry in comparison to those issues. If anything, I'd be scared of how my condition would worsen from the things he'd do to me. But he, by himself, is not scary. I'm better Enk getting a hold of me than the eye. And so, if it comes down to it, I've decided that I'll fight him head on. Wow! And if he hurts me, or drags me into the void, that's fine. I can accept that. But this is not your fight. No, Liam, that's wrong. I don't claim to know what's going through your head, but I don't think you understand your own potential either. My potential? What do you mean by that? Think about it for a second, you dummy. I'll be back once we deal with Enk. And don't you even think about moving. Just focus on your coping skills that Lana taught ya. Breathe. I'll be back before you can say watch-o-matic. Watch. So, you won't say anything about RB? What's there to say? Bracket boy just seems like your everyday asshole. Reminds me a little of myself, actually. Well, maybe he's a little too cryptic for my tastes. Makes a promise to show me my past life, and only gives me a tiny glimpse. What a fucking tease. But I guess even assholes can be nice to each other. Look at this shiny new body he's given me. Axie's back. The three of us need to decide what to do now. You know, maybe it's all the accumulated stress lately, but I'm pissed off. RB, if this is truly your doing, your plan, you are no friend of mine. I denounce you. As of this moment, I'm done playing by your rules. I'll get information my way, but I'm not going to let you take away one of our own. I thought I'd lose my humanity over an answer from you, but that's wrong. Screw your message if that's the case. I'll get home without your help. Enk, last time you only had to deal with Axie, and he alone beat you. Oh, he's gonna go sicko mode. We'll make you listen to us. Guys, let's tie him up. Enk didn't try to taunt them back. His eyes were full of confidence. He is really big. It's weird. Why didn't he try to chase Liam after Liam and I? He keeps bragging about his big new shiny body, but look at it. It's slower than molasses. We can make the first move. They attempted to converge on him. He was much bigger than they were, certainly, but the three of them together should have been able to hold him down. In theory. All together now! Oh, was I supposed to feel something? Dang it, he's so tough. What is this texture? The roughness of his skin. I've really never felt anything like this before in my entire life. It doesn't matter what it is. All that matters is that we hold him down. Where, oh where, did the three little axolotls go? Oh, so you want to give me a massage? Well, ain't that cute. But it's wrong. Well, actually, whatever you do to me, it can't actually hurt. That's right. Just to prove how superior I am. Then you trash. I won't even put up a fight. You heard me. Hit me as hard as you'd like. Use as much force as you can. Nothing you do will have any effect on me. None at all. It does seem like he is invincible. So, what he's saying seems to be true. Touching him feels like trying to crush a brick wall. I refuse to believe this is all we can do. There must be something. I've got an idea. Do whatever you can to hold him off. I'll be right back. Alright. Axe and Lana kept holding on to him, but it felt utterly useless. And even though it wasn't much, it felt like Enk was starting to make significant progress towards the rock. Enk, with this speed, you have no chance of getting Liam. So what's the point? Is that so? Well, I beg to differ. You see, I won't ever get tired. But that green bastard is already tired and weak, which makes him ripe for the picking. Persistence predator. Even if he were to evade me with your help, it wouldn't last for more than a few days. But with this body, there's no limit to my stamina. There's no need for sleep or rest. Weeks, months. I've got all the time it takes. In addition to that, I'm quite passionate about my revenge. More passionate than you lot will ever be about anything. No, Enk. That's where you're wrong. Nobody, and I mean nobody, is more charged up than I am right now. Right now. I actually thought back to the race they'd had. Oh, now he's gonna go sicko mode. I actually remember the feeling of his emotions taking over him, driving him to win no matter what. You're a fool. Open your eyes. There's nothing you can do to me if I'm in this state. The only reason you guys are alive right now is so you can suffer in your hopelessness. Should it simply strike me as a whim, it wouldn't take a second to bash your heads in one by one. That's where you're wrong, Enk. You have no idea what we're all capable of. Can you imagine all the terrible things that would happen if you were to fail? How he would hurt poor Liam, who was already in a lot of pain. All Liam wants to do is enjoy life. I actually tried to fill his mind with images of people and places. All of the things Liam wanted to do in life when he got better. You think you can trample on that? What, just because you don't like him? Okay. You made a mistake messing with us. Oh my god, okay. Axie hit him from every direction, every angle he could, with only the strongest punches. Axie! Aura! Axie. Save your strength. Using physical strength alone is just a waste of energy. We need to think of something else. It took you idiots long enough to get it. Alright, I'm back. And I've brought a friend with me. Oh my god. He's got an axe. That's awesome. Yeah, it was one of the tools I used to make my bookshelf. I didn't know if I'd ever get to use it again. I even considered throwing it into the void. It might not be much, but I'm glad we have something. So this is your so-called weapon, huh? A raggedy old axe. What I said before remains true. Try your might on me, and I won't fight back. I promise. You won't have me lifting a single finger. The three of us together. Heave and... clang. The axe slammed into him, but did no harm. Dang it! Again! Clang. Maybe if we try again. Nope, not gonna work. How? Why? Did RB make him so strong? We can't think about that, Egghead. He's getting closer to the rock each second. Arg. As long as the axe still works, we need to keep trying. Yes, keep it going. What you're doing now can finally qualify as a massage. Oh, Bracket Boy, this body is every bit as powerful as you made it seem. Oh, did it work? We got it to stick. Yeah, but it's barely in. The axe had punctured the first layer of his body, creating a small crack. They don't call me Axie for nothing. Push on the handle as hard as you can. Axie channeled his anger. Lana. You better not hurt Lana. Despite the fact that she was right next to him. Lana, meanwhile, was thinking about that day. Axie, I criticized you so harshly before. Am I doing the same thing as what you did? No. The difference is I'm not going to lose myself to anger. We're not going to hurt Enk unnecessarily. We will save Liam. I'll do anything to save him. We're making some progress. The axe was now a few inches deep into Enk's arm, and a crack was starting to spread. I think he's made of stone. Yet still, the expression on his face was unsettling. Impressive, my dears. Together, the three of you may be slightly above worthless, but you are not impressive enough for me to break my promise. Enk stopped moving completely for a second, as the three of them pushed on the axe as hard as they could. And then, at once, the axe broke. No, what happened? I decided to flex my muscles, that's all. All I did was tense up and focus for a second. That small amount of power is all it takes to completely destroy the best chance the three of you had. Neo held the big axe, or what was left of it, in his hands. New plan. Regroup at the rock. Good. I can finally rest my ears from the annoying screeches that you lot call your voices. Whatever cockamamie plan you come up with, try your best. I look forward to your next futile attempt. Alright. Well, I think that is a good stopping point because I need to go and do things, but this game is getting really, really interesting. It only is getting better. You can watch this from the beginning, links in the description, and until next time, why don't you imagine what your perfect day looks like and see if you can make that happen. See you then.